Hi, this is Diane from StyleFalcon. As you can imagine, I'd much rather spend my time sewing than messing around with a computer. Yet, StyleFalcon patterns are available electronically to print at home or to print at a copy shop. If you've never tried a digital pattern before, if you're curious about how they work, or if you just need a little tech support, please watch this quick video and I'll tell you everything you need to know. Let's go over to the computer. When you purchase a digital pattern from stylefalcon.net, you should get an email immediately that looks something like this. It will say, hey, thank you for your purchase. Your downloads are ready. And there's a link here and you click on it and it should open a file that looks like this. This is again on stylefalcon.net and it'll say, this happens to be for Secret Jeans Trousers, and you click on download now. Depending on your computer, the downloads may show up in different places. Mine happens to show up here in the upper right-hand corner. You also might have a security scan that will go through or something. And what you'll get is a file that looks like this. The patterns are delivered in what's called a zip file, which is just a way of bundling up a bunch of files for storage or for emailing or what have you. You'll have 5 files in your purchase. The first is a quick start guide, which is a 1-page summary of the pattern. It has the fashion illustration, the line art, size charts, material requirements, and other information that you'll need. You can bring that to the fabric shop with you or just to have on hand if you're wanting to keep track of everything that the pattern has to offer. Then there are 2 versions of the pattern itself. There's the print shop version, which is on large format paper called AO paper. There's the printed home version, which is on 8.5 by 11 inch standard paper for printing at home. And there are 2 versions of the instructions. There's a large print version, which is a large format with larger illustrations and larger fonts if you have vision issues or if you want to view the pattern on an iPad or phone or something like that. And then there's a standard size version of the instructions, which if you want to print them out or if you want to just have a view of more than one at a time, you can use that. They're all digital files. What you need to do is open them. These are currently just sitting in your download files, your temporary files, and you need to make sure that you actually open them before you do anything else with them. So if you just click on this, you can select all, right click, and open. It'll take a second. There we go. All of the 5 files will line up on my computer. They happen to all line up here. The program that opens these PDFs, what you want to use is a program called Adobe Acrobat Reader. That is a free program from adobe.com. You do not need a paid version of this program to view and print your patterns or to use the layers feature, which I'm going to show you in a minute. The only exception to that is with an iPad. The layers feature does not work currently with an iPad. You'll either need to use a regular computer to view and print your patterns, or you will have to print it with all the sizes if you are using an iPad and that's the only thing you have available to you. This tool bar shows up here currently in the current version anyway, and you don't need any of that, so you can just X that out. And what you'll be left with is, I'm going to show you first the printed home version of the file. You can X this out. On the first page, there's just instructions on how to do what I'm just telling you in this video. And if you scroll down, you'll see there's a map. This is a layout for the printing at home on an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper. This is not the cutting layout. This is just the printing layout. On the first page of the pattern itself, you will see this thing. This is called a test square, and it measures exactly 2 inches or 5 centimeters square. When you have a printed home file, print just this one page first and measure it and make sure that it does measure on these exact dimensions. You want to be sure that you're always viewing your PDFs at 100% or actual size and that you're always printing them at 100% or actual size. Occasionally, someone's printer settings may make something slightly larger or smaller, and if you do print, obviously your pattern will be a little larger or smaller than it ought to be. So you may have to check your printer settings and try again to make sure that you get these exact dimensions. StyleFalcon patterns come in 11 sizes, and you can see them all nested here. What's fun, though, about having a print-at-home version of a pattern is that you can choose just the sizes that you want to print if you find it tiresome to look at all this spaghetti. You can use the layers feature. To access that, on the right, you click on this icon that looks like two diamonds stacked on top of each other. A list of all of the layers in this file will remain. The layers include all the sizes, plus the labels and some other elements to this file. If you want to just print the sizes, a couple sizes, then what you do is unclick all the sizes you don't want. The sizes you do want will remain. So let's say for this, I want to just print size A and B. I unclick sizes C, D, E, F, G, and so forth. And as I do unclick them here on the right, you will see that on the left, the sizes disappear so that only A and B remain. If you ever, of course, want these sizes, additional sizes, you can just restore them. The sizes remain in the file, you just don't see them. And it can be useful when you're printing your file. Always, you need to save your files. You save them either on a thumb drive, in your hard drive, iCloud account, Google Docs, wherever you save your important files so that you will have it to refer to time and again. So now let me show you the print shop version. Again, sometimes there's this toolbar that shows up on the side. You can just X that out. The print shop version is a little different because it's printing on this large format paper. So the layout is different than it would be for the print at home. Again, there's instructions here. And there is a test square if you want to make sure that your printer gets the sizes right. You can ask them to test that before they give it to you. Again, here's the layers feature. And again, you just unclick the sizes you don't want, and those that you want will remain. Some printers will do this for you. Some printers will not. You will have to ask them before you send your file if you are able to just choose the layers, because when you save the file, it will save with all of the layers intact. So that's good to know. A lot of large national chains are unwilling to do this. A lot of smaller local print shops are willing. So if you're not sure, maybe a good place to start is your local print shop and to support them and to develop a relationship with them so that things will print the way you want. And again, just as with the print at home version, be sure to save this wherever you save your important files so that you will have it to refer to time and again. This is Diane from StyleFalcon. Thanks for watching.